Hi everyone, let us discuss today CNH point group. The order of the point group is CNH point group is 2n elements, where the 2n elements are CNH. It has E plus n minus 1 number of Cn plus it has sigma H plus n minus 1 number of Sn it consists. Okay, so the n may be 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, right? It means that there is a C2H point group, C3H point group, C4H point group, like this, right? So here specially I will discuss the C2H point group. C2H point group, where the order of the C2H is 2 into 2. 2 and nothing but 2 into 2, it is equal to 4. Thus C2H point group elements are E plus C2 rotational axis plus it has horizontal plane of symmetry plus S2, right? And thus S2 also be a inversion center. This also can be considered as E plus C2 plus sigma H plus I. They are one and same. The S2 can be equivalent for the inversion center. It would be explained in the separate video class. There you will come to know how does the second fold improper axis equivalent to the inversion center. You will be observed, but here you consider that these are the equal, one and equal. The example for this particular point group is 1,2 dichloro trans 1,2 dichloro 1,2 dichloro, nothing but dihalo, anything you can consider, dichloro, difluoro, dibromo, diiodo, like that. Dihalo ethylene, right? The halo group, nothing, anything it may be. The halogen will be anything, right? So this is how the molecule, right? It has the 2 carbons in the middle, right? And 2 hydrogens like this and 2 halogens like this, right? The oranges will be suggest the reflects the halogens, greens reflects the hydrogens, yellow reflects the carbons, right? It is having a double bond in between of 2 carbon sites. Okay, right. Now in this particular molecule, carbon 1 and carbon 2, chlorine 2, chlorine 1, hydrogen 1 and hydrogen 2. It is a two-dimensional molecule, so having 360 degrees rotation, doing 3 or 0 degrees rotation, it generates identical configuration. You can write up that. So here I am going directly with the rotational axis, right? It will have a second fold rotational axis, right? 180 degrees of rotation gives you a equivalent configuration, right? So how does it is, right? To have the equivalent configuration on 180 degrees rotation, on how orientation, in what orientation, when we take a axis upon rotation of 180 degrees will gives you a similar atoms replacement, similar atom replacement. Thus a rotation will be a second fold rotational axis, right? The rotation never be remains the atoms to be stay same position while it is having the rotation in the molecule, right? The atoms positions will be changed. So to get equivalent configuration upon the change of atoms, similar atom when they get replaces each other, it will give you a equivalent configuration. In this manner we have to take consideration of orientation of axis, right? How does it happens, right? How does these 2 hydrogens, these 2 chlorines, these 2 carbons get replaces for the 180 degrees of rotation, right? This has to become here and this has to come there, and the chlorines will be like this. They should replace, these should to be replaced. So to do this, that's how the rotation we have to do, right? So to have this rotation, how would be the axis? Like this, right? Like this, when we apply the axis and do 180 degrees of rotation, right, it give you a, it will give you a equivalent configuration by replacing the similar atoms, isn't it? Right. So this is how we are applying the axis towards you, right? So where what happens, the rotation of axis is passing to center of gravity point in between of carbon carbon double bond, right? Where the carbon 2 on from the upward it reaches to the carbon 1 position, carbon 1 from the downward it reaches to the carbon 2 position. So here it will be left side will be carbon 2, right side will be the carbon 1, like that it happens, right? Now coming to the chlorine positions, the chlorine when it is get rotated, the molecule whole will get rotated. When it is rotated, the chlorine 2 will gets the position of chlorine 1 and chlorine 1 gets the position of chlorine 2, right? So you do, right? So rotation of 180 degrees, this carbon 2 should go till to the carbon 1 and carbon 1 should get to the carbon 2 position, right? So this is how, right, this is how we will be get rotate, right? So on rotation, carbon 2 getting carbon 1 position, carbon 1 getting carbon 2 position, where the chlorine position also when you observe, the chlorine, this is what initially here and this what is the here, right? So here the chlorines are get exchanged, same to that the hydrogens are also getting exchanged. One more time I will do, right? One more time I will do. So this is how the hydrogens are getting exchanged, chlorines are getting exchanged, carbons are getting exchanged, right? So like this, is you are observing, is you are observing, right? So that means the chlorines are exchanging nothing but the chlorine 2 will get the position of chlorine 1 and chlorine 1 gets the position of chlorine 2. Same to that hydrogens also. So hydrogen 2 gets the position of hydrogen 1 and hydrogen 1 gets the position of hydrogen 2, right? So after all that, exchanging similar atom positions will give you a equivalent configuration. The resulting configuration will be equivalent configuration and the rotation will be second fold rotation. One time equivalent, if we do second time it will be an identical configuration. You can do this second time rotation, it gives you a identical configuration, right? Okay, now you got the second fold rotational axis in the trans 1,2 dichloro ethylene, right? So if we want to try more rotational axis C3 C4 C5 like this, it never happens, right? It never generates any more rotational axis in the trans 1,2 dichloro ethylene molecule. You may try, right? But it surely they are absent, right? So now going with planes of symmetry, right? So carbon 1 carbon 2 H1 and chlorine 1 Cl2 H2, right? So to have as this is the molecule is a two-dimensional molecule, right? Two-dimensional molecule which nothing but all the atoms, right? You see this model, all the atom can be placed in an one plane, right? Can be placed in an one plane. So which means you can apply a plane by all the atoms to get reflect all the atoms the all the atoms get retain its position by reflecting their equal halves by front by back, back by front, or above by below, below by above, right? You can apply a plane through all the atoms, right? So when we do this, so this is the advantage. While we see the planar molecule, two-dimensional molecule, you can simply apply one plane which passing through all the atom, it surely gives you an equivalent configuration, right? Since the molecule applying through all the atoms get retains their position, but the phases of the atom get just exchange. So retention of atoms in the molecule, right, retention of atom position in the generated configuration will surely it is a equivalent configuration, right? So carbon 1 will be in carbon 1, carbon 2 will be in carbon 2, H1 in the carbon H1 position, Cl1 in the Cl1 position, Cl2 in the Cl2 position, H2 in the H2 position, but the phases will be just different. So the generated configuration is equivalent configuration. The plane will be plane of symmetry. So now the job it start is that the plane vertical or horizontal we have to check, right? It surely not a dihedral plane since it not having multiple C2 rotational axis. The molecule is consisting only one C2 rotational axis, this, right? So far there may not be possibility of dihedral plane. So dihedral plane, because the dihedral plane is the plane which is bisecting the angle between two simultaneous C2s, but having only one C2 rotational axis, there may not be having any angle between two C2 rotational axis, and it resulting dihedral plane also be absent, right? So thus the plane may not be a dihedral plane, either it would be vertical or dihedral, vertical or horizontal. So to check that, we have to know the principal axis, right? With respect to principal axis, we can define the plane as vertical or horizontal, right? Here the plane is how, here the principal axis is how, it is having only one rotational axis C2, and that is we can consider as a principal axis. Thus the principal axis is exactly perpendicular for the molecular plane, which is like this, right? Like towards you, right? And the plane how it is like this, right? It is horizontally going, and the axis is vertical vertically axis, and the plane is horizontal, nothing but they will have the principal axis and the plane will have 90 degrees of angle. So which means the plane what we have, it is in perpendicular for the principal axis, so the plane would be considered as horizontal plane of symmetry. One time equivalent configuration, the horizontal plane, second time give you an identical configuration, doing the same plane passing through all the atoms give you an identical configuration, right? So you may do that. Okay, so like this the 1,2-dichloroethylene will have horizontal plane of symmetry, right? Now come for S2, improper axis of symmetry in the molecule. C1, C2, H1, Cl1, Cl2, H2, right? Now this, right, to have the S2 we have to do 180 degrees of rotation, and its perpendicular plane we have to apply, right? So here doing 180 degrees of rotation, right, I will do the rotation by taking an axis passing through two carbon atoms, right? Doing 180 degrees of rotation, right, the carbon positions retains or not, as the axis is passing through those two atoms, the atom position will be get retained, right? So what we are doing, right, we are just taking an axis which is passing through carbon double bond and doing rotation where the atom position, carbon atom positions are retained, right? So that is the one. So carbon 1 in the carbon 1 position, carbon 2 in the carbon 2 position, whereas the hydrogen chlorine positions you check, right? Initially On carbon 1 we have top 1 hydrogen, down 1 chlorine. In the carbon 2, top 1 chlorine, downward hydrogen. After doing 180 degrees of rotation, 180 degrees 90, and this is what 180. After all, what happening? The carbon 2 position elements, hydrogen, chlorines, are replacing each other, and carbon 1 position hydrogen, chlorines are getting exchanging the position, right? So here it is chlorine 1, here it is hydrogen 1, and here it is hydrogen 2, here it is chlorine 2, right? This is the configuration we don't bother about to have comparison with original. Rotation after reflection, what we have, that we have to be bothered, right? So now we have to do reflection through a plane which is perpendicular to the rotation axis. This is the rotational axis which is passing through two carbon atoms. So perpendicularly we have to apply the plane, which nothing but it has to pass through in between of carbon carbon double bond, middle of the carbon carbon double bond. There it will be perpendicular for the rotation axis, and thus when it is happen, right, for here now we have to apply, this is the rotational axis we have taken. For that we have to take a plane, right, like this perpendicular plane we have to take, right? So while we do this, what happens, the two carbons initially get exchange their position, right, isn't it? For this particular plane, these two carbons are side by side, they are right, one is left, another is right. So like this the two carbon positions get exchanged, right? And whereas the plane also reflecting these two chlorine hydrogens, right? So here the hydrogen will get the position of chlorine 1, and the chlorine 1 gets the right side, and H1Cl2 also get reflected. Cl2 gets the left side, H1 gets the right side, right? So this is the configuration when we compare with the original, right? The two it is an planar molecule, this is also planar molecule. Middle two carbons, middle two carbons, left side one carbon, right side one carbon, left side right side carbons, right? For the left side carbon, hydrogen is 1, above, chlorine is down, right? For the left side carbon, hydrogen is above, chlorine is below. For the right side carbon, chlorine is above, below is hydrogen. Here also chlorine is above, hydrogen is below. So have the similarity, this will be an equivalent configuration, right? So now the rotation reflection getting equivalent configuration, then thus will be called as improper axis of symmetry. Here it is an second fold improper axis of symmetry, since the rotation is 180 degrees of angle, right? 180 degrees of angle. So one time as it is generating an equivalent configuration, while we do second time it gives you an equivalent configuration, right? So one more time doing 180 degrees of rotation with the same axis, where the carbon positions will be same, carbon 2 in carbon 2 position, carbon 1 in carbon position, carbon 1 position, where the hydrogens and chlorines get exchange, right? So here above H1, so H1 chlorine ones get exchange. Now H1 will be above, chlorine 1 will be in below. Same to that, chlorine to go above, H2 will get below, right? So thus after which when we do apply the plane which is perpendicular for the rotational axis, the carbons get exchange, and the above hydrogen chlorines will get exchange, here H1, here Cl2, and below hydrogen chlorines get exchange, chlorine 1 and H2, these two get exchange, these two get exchange, carbon will get exchange. When we compare this with the original, it is an identical configuration, right? Identical configuration, and this is an S2 second time, right? That's how the second fold improper axis is possible in the uh, trans dichloroethylene molecule, right? So, and this is also an inversion center moiety. While we do direct, right, while we do inversion from the original configuration to, right, from the original configuration, when we do inversion center through a center of gravity point, when we inverse all the atoms position, it will give you this particular configuration. Let us see. While we do inversion of center carbon atom, they get initially it will give you the firstly, while we do first time, it will give you this particular equivalent configuration. When we do second time, it will give you the this identical configuration. Like when we do one time, first time, the carbons get exchange, so carbon 2 will be the carbon 1 position, carbon 1 will be the carbon 2 position, right, like this, right? And when we invert the hydrogens, they get exchange, right? H1 will get the H2 position, H2 will the H2 position, right, like this, right? And chlorines also get inverse, and they exchange their position like this, right? So altogether, the S2 is generating equivalent configuration, the I get generating I equivalent configuration are one to same, one another will be same. So far the S2 will be equivalent for the inversion center, right? Like this it express, right? So far in this C2H point group, you may add second fold improper axis, or you can go with inversion center. Any one, if we do any one element representation is enough, not two elements, right? Because they are generating equivalent configurations will be one and same, right? So that's how the C2H point group in the trans dichloroethylene molecule, right? So here we have multiple examples to uh, have C2H point group. I will give you the examples. If you are interested, you can try C2H point group in those examples. So the example is 1346 tetrahalobenzene. Sorry, not exactly. Uh, Chlorines and fluorines. This is one we have to take, right? Trans 1,4 dichloro 3,5 3,6 difluorobenzene, right? This is the one which has a C2H point group. And Glaxol also is the one has a C2H point group. And oxalic acid C2H2O4, H2C2O4, right? Geometry will be, sorry, carbon it is, geometry will be like this. And you may have 1 comma 2 dibromo ethane, 1 comma 2 dibromo or dihalo ethane, 1 2 dihalo ethane. In human projection you can do better analysis, so I am writing you Newman projection. Hello. right? In this also you can observe the C2H point group, right? You try to do. If you have any doubts regarding these examples, you give your comments on the YouTube channel, right? YouTube channel video. I will get clarify those doubts, right? Here I stop. Thank you.